The Ion Max will be releasing from Storm on September 20th, and despite the Ion Pro having just released a couple months ago, this one's a different animal, much like the NV Tour relates to the regular NV line, so stick around and I'll explain what's up. We'll start with the big part here. The Max features the same general core shape as the Pro, but an added higher density puck at the bottom of the core jumps the differential from 0.35 to 0.55, and that's huge. That's going to represent a lot more flair, which is going to result in more traction, strength, and overall aggression. Again, these two balls are going to relate to each other much like the NV Tour does to the Extreme NV. I know it's been a long time, but there was an original IQ that featured the standard centripetal core that ended up being used in the Marvel series, while the IQ Tour uses the lower differential centripetal C3 core. Same story with the regular Scorpion core versus the Scorpion low flare, a Web versus Web Tour, so on and so forth. Dropping the differential lowers the flare and makes the ball more controllable and less dynamic, hence the Tour or Pro designation. Now yes, I know we had an Idle Pro before, and that was just a cleaner cover Idle, so Pro doesn't always mean what Tour does, but in this case, Ion Pro I think could have been named Ion Tour and there would have been a lot less confusion. I'm sure that they wanted to avoid association to the NV Tour or Obsession Tour. A bit of a marketing flub, I think, given the reaction to the Max so far, but sometimes you just don't know how it's going to work out, so I digress. The other numbers stay the same, a very low 247 RG and an 0.14 intermediate differential, which is somewhat medium, but it puts the total package in Eternity Pi territory just a hint stronger. Short interruption to remind you to check the description. Lots of good and helpful things down there, including a link to Bowler's Mart to get one of these ordered, links to instructional videos, plus I have a new shirt and hoodie design up on CoolWick. Suck it up, Buttercup. And code ROSEDOLL10 will get you 10% off your order at checkout. Links to the shirt and hoodie are also in the description. The addition of the NRG solid cover is going to, I think, put the Max somewhere between the Pi and the Gem. The cover on the Pi is a little weaker and cleaner than NRG, but NRG and Microtrax that's on the Gem are virtually the same thing. Roto's version is just a touch stronger. The Ion Max core is slightly stronger than the Eternity Pi core, but a touch weaker than the core in the Gem line. And then of course the Ion Max cover is a little stronger than the Pi cover, but again, virtually the same cover as the original Gem, and that's what's on the Optimum Idle as well. NRG has always been a great cover. It debuted on the Virtual Gravity Nano and was popular on a lot of stuff, the IQ Tour Nano for example. And of course, it has been seen a lot more on Roto's releases as Microtrax rather than NRG on Storm's releases over the last few years. So basically, to simplify, the Ion Max is a slightly weaker Gem, slightly stronger Pi, definitely at least one full step up from the Ion Pro, if not a step and a half to 2 steps, as I think you're going to be able to fit at least one ball between the Max and the Pro. Very sharp looking ball, kind of looks like a riff on the Crux Prime, which I always thought looked amazing. And the strawberry scent from the X Factor Triple Extreme decades ago, I always thought was the best one that they ever had, so I'm actually excited to get a sniff of Strawberry Milkshake. I also have a preview up for Global's new Sublime Focus, which is a strong symmetric solid, releasing on September 20th as well. It'll probably be a week or two before I get actual review videos up for these, but hopefully sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.